Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a first impression of the Hard Candy Glamoflauge foundation. I did fall in love with the Glamoflauge concealer back in the day. Maybe when I was in high school I used to use it and I absolutely loved it. This foundation claims a transforming liquid powder foundation that absorbs oil, camouflages imperfection, and delivers a long-lasting velvet finish. The skin perfecting fluid contains superfine pigments for seamless full coverage without looking caked on. So this claims to absorb oil yet retain natural moisture for 12 hours for flawless protection and transfer resistant. Pair perfectly with our Glamoflauge concealer for extra covering power. My Glamoflauge concealer was almost an exact dupe for my Kat Von D concealer. So I'm very curious to see if this foundation is going to be a dupe for my Kat Von D foundation. And what I do love about this is it comes with a pump. I'm going to pump some. Okay. It's not the thickest, but it's not really watery either. It's a little thinner than the Kat Von D. So what I'm going to do is on half of my face I will use a spun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dot some of this foundation. Okay, now that it's kind of, it feels very smooth. Going on the skin like this anyway. Get this out of here. I wasn't sure if this color was going to match. I did get it in the color light medium. All of the colors seem to be exactly the same in the tube. They just seem to have a little bit of a different undertone. And this one seemed to match me. That hair just wants to be shown. It does have pretty good coverage. Okay, that is half of my face done. This is the half with the brush. And the half that I have nothing on yet. You can still see some of my redness peeking through here, but I don't necessarily focus too much foundation on that area because I normally like to cover it with concealer anyway. So let's go ahead and do I think I like the way it went on better with the Beauty Blender. This looks a little more seamless. I feel like this side with the brush is really blended in. And this side feels like it's kind of sitting on my face. So let's go over this side with the brush. A little bit more. Try it on these spots that I need a little bit more covered. I do have combination to oily skin. I get very oily in the T-zone. Yet I do have a little bit of dry patches on my nose regardless that I'm oily. Even if I use a really good scrub and try and scrub off that dry skin, it just stays dry, which makes no sense to me. But anyway, it is clinging a little bit to my dry patches around my nose area. I did pay $7 for this at Walmart. I feel like I can't stop blending it. But for the most part, it looks pretty even. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and do my concealer, finish the rest of my face while this sets. And I'll be right back. It's almost like if it's just sitting on my skin. I haven't powdered yet. See if that makes a difference. I'm going to use my Neutrogena Shine Control Powder because it's translucent. I want to make sure I don't mess with the coverage at all. Yeah, I still feel pretty tacky. And I mean, I finished my eye makeup, so it's had enough time to set. I do like the way it looks on the skin though. Without powder, with powder, it definitely took away the tackiness. So as a first impression of this foundation, I would definitely say it's got good coverage. You do have to set it with a powder so you don't feel that tackiness. If you have any dry patches like the way I do here on my nose, it is going to cling to those dry patches. So you want to make sure that you really moisturize and exfoliate before using this foundation. But for $7, it gives pretty good coverage. So I guess let's go ahead and see how this wears for the next few hours.